Hi, and welcome to Snob Review. We're going to be reviewing The Hobbit. I'm Jay, and this is Thaddeus. So we just saw The Hobbit the other day. The
Desolation
of Smaug. Smaug.
Dragon.
And we're going to tell you what we thought about it in this spoiler-free review.
Yeah.
So what'd you think about it?
It was okay.
It was okay. I liked it a lot.
I didn't think it was great. It was entertaining enough that it didn't feel like it was 2.5 hours.
No, it didn't.
But at the same time, I was getting mentally tired through the movie.
I didn't get that.
It had parts where I was going, and it had parts where I was like, yay!
I thought, so I was a big fan of the book. It didn't end the way I thought it would. And I won't spoil that in this review. And there were parts that I thought would be longer were actually shorter, and parts that I thought were going to be shorter were actually longer. So that was kind of a little jarring. It's not the perfect film like the other ones. And I would honestly say it was probably the weakest of all the films so far. But that's...
Yeah,
it was still really good. I still really liked it. It was like... it had really good parts in it. Just like The Hobbit did with Smeagol and Bilbo. It had Smaug and Bilbo. That was a really good part.
The Barrel Rider.
Yeah, Barrel Rider.
Riddle.
Cumberbatch, that's his name, did the voice of Smaug. I guess he did motion capture for it too, if you can believe that.
I don't know who that is.
I
don't know who that is.
Cumberbatch?
Yeah.
He did the voice of Smaug.
Well, that narrows it down. It was a giant dragon.
Are you serious?
Well, clearly I heard
you don't know
voice.
you don't know who he is.
Yes,
that's what you're asking.
That's who I don't know.
You don't know who Cumberbatch is.
Apparently, he's a giant dragon named Smaug.
No shit, Sherlock. See, if you knew who he was, that would be funny.
Why is it funny?
Because if I say no shit, Sherlock. He plays Sherlock Holmes.
Does that make you my shitty ass Watson?
No, Cumberbatch plays Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, which one?
The new one.
Oh,
the BMC one. You heard about it?
No.
There's like a drug abuser. I've never actually watched it, but I know enough about him. Because
the one that has Lucy Liu in it.
Well, I don't know. I never watched the show, so I don't know who's in it. Oh. I do know the guy who plays Bilbo's in it. He plays like his Watson, which is kind of ironic.
Oh, that want to be the one I'm thinking of.
No, I said BMC, so that's why I said Lucy Liu's probably not in it because they normally.
You mean BBC?
Yeah, BBC. What was I saying?
BMC, like
no, I was saying BBC
Company. I don't know.
I was saying BBC.
Anyway, back to The Hobbit.
We are talking about The Hobbit.
We are talking about
because we're talking about Cumberbatch.
Who's Cumberbatch?
He was Khan in Star Trek.
Oh! See, why didn't you just say that? Like, I would have got that.
Yeah, I know you would have got that. But you should have got the other thing, too, because everybody's, like, ranting and raving about how good Sherlock is.
I don't listen to other people.
News sources.
I don't listen to news sources.
Yeah, so... What else is there to talk about with the movie?
Without spoiling anything?
Yeah. There's probably some stuff. Like, you could talk about the frame rate.
I like the scores, like, the music in it.
Yeah.
Like, it's... I like all of it. Like, every movie they have, it's almost the same stuff.
Did you like the song at the end?
I did. Like, I always like the song they had.
That was a really, really... If you listen to the lyrics of it, that is a really, really grim song. I don't want to swear.
The vocals, I don't think it was it, but it sounded like Billy Boyd from when he sang in the Return of the King.
No. I mean the lyrics.
I'm not talking about the lyrics. I'm talking about the voice that they use.
No. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's a really...
I'm not arguing with you on the lyrics. I was just stating something that I noticed about the song. Not about the lyrics at all. I'm just saying the vocals they had for it sound like Billy Boyd from when he sang in the Return of the King.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm not. Yeah, it was a good song too. I'm just saying, it's like one of those songs that's like really, really well done. You're like, wow, that's a good song. But you like
listen to the lyrics.
Listen to the lyrics, like, wow, that is dark. That is a really dark song. That's a really dark song. I was gonna say, like, because we saw it in 3D. Do you have anything to say about that? Because I would have a problem with that.
With 3D?
The 3D, yeah.
You don't like 3D?
I didn't notice it. Was my problem with it.
You noticed that it was in 3D?
I didn't notice it was in 3D. It was unnoticeable. That was like my problem with the first one too.
So it was so seamless that it was 3D that you already
I didn't
felt
feel
like,
like it was
there.
No, I didn't feel like I was there.
So it wasn't Avatar quality, is what you're getting at.
Well, yeah. Because there was
Avatar
only two
ruined
things
3D.
that I noticed that popped out of the screen, really. That was two bees. Like flew out towards the screen.
I didn't really know. Was it done in post? It might have been done in post, so.
No.
They shot it in 3D?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
They had to wear 3D glasses when they were doing the first one. I'm sure they kept the same process up.
Maybe we're just so, like, numb to 3D now.
I don't think that because I noticed the two bees.
Well, maybe that was like the really, really, really good 3D, and it was just like, hey.
No, because it should have all been. Because it wasn't all in 3D. Because it was like parts where I would take the glasses off because I didn't think it was in 3D like they do sometimes.
Maybe just give.
And it was still like the whole time it was all in 3D, and I was like, my God, it does not have that dimension. I guess like there was like parts in the first one that I'd noticed the 3D, like when they were running away from the trolls, the goblins in the Goblin Kingdom, and they're coming down like that looked like it had like a 3-dimensional, and I was like, oh, okay, that's 3D. And this one, it was just the two bees that kind of went like towards the screen.
They're big bees too.
I mean, you know what part I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what part you're talking about. I was there.
Yeah.
I was literally in the movie when it happened. That's how good the 3D was for me. It was just like I was.
There was something I noticed about you watching this, and you just say it was okay. Mm-hmm. But would you say you got into it?
Parts of it, yeah. Yeah. With the thing that popped out, I jumped. The guy jump scare on me.
He did jump scare.
Which they shouldn't be very proud of that.
Funny.
They shouldn't be very proud of that because I jump at everything.
You jumped at a bird.
It came out of nowhere. It was just pew! It was like right in my face.
Out of the coffin?
Because the 3D was so good, I thought the bird was right there.
Was it good there for you?
No.
Because I thought that was so predictable. Like I was waiting for that. I laughed so hard because you jumped like right next to me. You're like,
people should not feel proud of themselves. If you can scare me,
you were scared of the spiders though.
Yeah, spiders are creepy, and those things are like twice my size.
No, they're not.
Like, okay, they're my size, whatever. They're still scary as fuck. Okay.
They would have been only like 3 feet tall.
They were huge.
They weren't twice your size because you're not thinking in the perspective of the Hobbit, because the Hobbit's not. The Hobbit would have been like right here to you.
They're still big spiders though. Like I'm scared of spiders of this big. Imagine something like the size of the ones in the Hobbit. Like,
you're jumping the whole time. And I was throwing popcorn at you. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I was getting pissed too. Don't feel happy. Don't feel like you've impressed anybody scaring me. Like,
Dude, did you know I was throwing popcorn at you at first, or did you think something was like crawling on you?
No, I knew you were throwing popcorn at me. I felt it hit me in the fucking face. I was like, motherfucker.
I was hoping it would like just fall down.
Roll down. Like, yeah, you were. No, I don't like bugs. I don't like spiders. And when they had,
Peter Jackson doesn't either.
But when they had them in there, like I knew it was this on the screen, but it was still like creeping me out.
I took pleasure in the fact of telling you too that as I read the book.
Coming. It's like,
oh yeah, it was, and you were like, there's only like 4 on the screen, and then it was like
an arm
30, like that point. There's tons of them.
I don't do well with bugs or spiders.
So. Would you suggest people go see it?
Yeah. Go in 2D though. Go in 2D during the day. You don't have to pay like $5.
Yeah.
Like it's.
I think that's what I would suggest too. We missed the IMAX one by a couple minutes because
someone didn't want to.
Like the shower. That was not my fault.
He was too busy combing his beard and stuff. Wait.
That was not my fault. So I can't really give a suggestion on the IMAX. I would say go to IMAX just because there's a lot of large sets and a lot of detail. I think even though it's like I don't think the 3D pops out, but I think the detail would be
it'll
worth
look
it.
very pretty.
Yeah. And Orlando Bloom's like really off-putting. He was really off-putting for some reason. Like his eyes were too blue.
That wasn't Orlando Bloom. That was the other guy who looked just like Orlando Bloom. Because it was you had that one Evangeline Lilly or whatever it was, the head of the guard, and then you had the other guy who looked just like Legolas, but he had like really blue eyes, and then you had Legolas. Like they looked like twins with different eyes, and one had a little different jawline. Because he went with the one chick to the one place to do that one thing. I'm doing this as best as I can without giving spoilers. Do you not remember that guy?
No, I think you're thinking Orlando Bloom is two different guys.
No, there were two different guys. Because the other guy looked a lot like Legolas, but he had...
Are you talking about Legolas' father?
No, there's the other guy that went with the one chick.
To Lake Town?
Yeah.
That was Orlando Bloom.
That was not Orlando Bloom.
That was Legolas.
No, it was not, because they called him something else.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to do the spoiler one next, so I hope you stay tuned for that. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And then if you want to see the spoiler one, there'll be another video with the spoilers.
Yeah.
So, bye.